Good morning, students. I just wanted to um, do some last minute guidance on folder 6 and what you will be doing this week. There's actually only 2 quizzes left to take, and then course and instructor evaluation. You will be done. I think that pretty much defines it up above. Um, what I wanted to talk to you about is just a few objects that are on here that might be confusing. This clinical grade, do not worry about. I wanted to make it highlighted so that you could see as your clinical grade comes in to me, I will put it into the system and you can see what your grade was. So it's actually for my purpose, not yours, but it's so that your grade will be incorporated into the system. What I'd like you to do this week is to take your quiz by Wednesday, and I have it April 26th. That should be April 27th, I believe. And then you will take your final exam after that. Need to get this one done first so that it'll help you to prepare for final exam. Please be aware that final exam, you only get one try at that. So you will want to study out before you do that. Please do honor system, do it closed book. I'm trying to mimic as much as possible the state test. I believe this final exam has about 58 questions, but it's 100 points. So there's, the state test doesn't have 100 points, but the CMA exam does. Just want to get you prepared as much as possible. Then the course evaluation and instructor evaluation, if you could complete those by next week, please let me know. And or please just go in there and do that for me, because it really helps me to learn what I'm doing well and what I also can use to improve upon. And I appreciate your comments and your efforts. When I get all your grades in, including the clinical grade, your final exam, and of course, you see your coursework grades. Make sure all your grades are in. Make sure you take this last test. And then when all the grades are in, you should be able to see immediately what your score was. Remember that we have to have a 70 or better to pass this course. And I think you're all just doing fantastic. I don't think there's anything to worry about there. Um, but remember that the clinical grade is 25%. That CMA final exam is 25% of your course. So you really want to study hard before going into that. And the best way of studying hard is to look back at your quizzes, including the quiz 21 through 25. So that would be very helpful to you. For the test, Beloit testers, I may have told you incorrectly before. Your test will actually be at Beloit on May 9th at 9 a.m. and you need to arrive 20 minutes early with photo ID and social security number. If you can't make those arrangements, please contact Roxy Hake and she will find another time for you to do that. State exam is 1.5 hours long. It's 85 questions, and you have to answer 65 questions correctly in order to pass the state exam. You only get 2 tries at your state exam, so you want to make sure, if you at all possible, you can take it this first time, because the second time, I know you feel you would have to reapply with the state, and you will feel a little more edgy doing that. So I know that you can pass it this first time. You won't have a problem, but just be ready and really go through that book. Probably one more time will help as well. It seemed for the Hayes students, your test is going to be next Friday at 10 a.m. on the Hayes campus, and arrive 30 minutes early with photo ID. Jackie Haskell is your proctor. I will be here before and after the test, and I can assist with running the grade cards through our Scanatron, and it is on paper for all of you. But with your Scantron, then I'll be here to process everything afterwards, and I'll be here to let you know whether you passed or not. So I wish I could be with you up at Beloit on Monday. I don't know that that's possible on the 9th, but you just never know. And it would be a great opportunity to have gotten to meet you personally. I have been very proud of you all. I think you have just done an amazing job. And I really consider you to have been very professional in all of your coursework. You've been very dedicated with your coursework, and I consider you to be somewhat of a more of a colleague of mine. And I would look forward to working with alongside any of you in the future if we would ever be working at a facility together. You just never know. Anyway, good luck with your testing. Thank you for everything. Great job, guys. And see you at test.